climbing my back. I'm a mountain. I cannot be seen as a ghost. Raspy voices are dishonest. Right. Okay. I'm just trying to talk about what I'm experiencing when I'm making art, right? So, yeah, I feel things, and these things are often quite heavy. And then when I make art, I often drink a coffee beforehand because the way I perceive it from having looked at it for a couple of years now is that coffee, right? I simply draw certain informations from certain factors that I throw into the equation, and then my mind gives me an idea of how it could be. So the cherry of the coffee bean is red, and that to me points towards the root chakra. Now if I drink coffee, coffee also has a lot of heat. I always have the feeling that it kind of activates your root chakra, and that it helps me to transcend, because, which is why I draw the connection in my life between shamanism and yoga, and I say, well, I'm kind of like a shamanic yogi or a yogic shaman, somebody who does use spices and herbs, and so yesterday I made a stinging nettle pesto, right? I also eat meat. So I give my body what it needs to do its job, which is channel energy. But I also acknowledge that I need a strong body for energy to flow without, going mental about it, and to simply, right, be stable, to have kind of like a stable output that I can keep creating and keep posting, but at the same time also go hiking, right, hold certain poses for extended periods of time. I am working on my own kind of yoga flow, and so what I'm experiencing when I'm making art is simply the process of letting go, and that feels a bit like death, because you're holding on to an emotion so you can feel the emotion. But I have this deep desire of letting go of emotions, so I can be free of them. And then suddenly I feel empty, and then I can fill myself again, right? Or things just flow into me. And to learn to do that is simply the art. That's it. I mean, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of skill to learn how to transform and transcend and still be around for, right, long periods of time. And so I feel that coffee is certainly activating certain energy centers. It kind of helps to transmute energy, which is why when you're tired and you drink a coffee, it kind of like, it's a bit like petrol, right? You can throw petrol onto a fire and then you've got more heat for some time. But you always have to remember that coffee is therefore burning you out, which is why you shouldn't drink coffee every day. Plus, if you do drink coffee, it's better to drink it with cardamom or maybe cinnamon, depending on the energy of the day you are working with. So every day is different. Every day is a different challenge. You know, sometimes it's green tea, sometimes it's black tea. Sometimes it's mint tea, sometimes it's sage tea. Sometimes it's, you know, coffee with milk and cardamom, and sometimes it's coffee with nutmeg, right? And then it's no coffee at all for some time. Right? Sometimes I go hiking, I bring food, and sometimes I go hiking, I bring nothing. But I cannot, right? When I'm full, I make lots of art. And when I'm empty, I need to rest adequately and sleep. At the moment, I'm simply creating content for 2025 YouTube. And a part of YouTube is also making videos like this, also artwork, but also a lot of being in nature, hiking, and then just trying to bring all the insights together that I have gathered, right? Since I have started to gather them. So, right, a lot of my day is about reflecting on what's happening to me, what I'm feeling, what I see in society, what kind of behaviors I have discovered in myself and in others, right? People talk about climate change, but nobody wants to change. So in order to change the climate, we have to change ourselves. And most people just don't want to do that, right? They think because I've got money, now I have exchanged my life's energy, which is my time, which is, right, my soul, my spirit. I have funneled it into things that gave me money. And now I feel like I have to use the money to get something out of it. But that's just the error in our ways. You exchange life for money, and then you buy things because now you've got money, but no life anymore. So you just sit around and watch movies. Well, there's people who stop buying so much and simply go hiking with the life that they have. They simply start spending more and more time in nature. They start living. They actually make an effort to live and to stay alive and to make experiences and to see how it feels like, right? To go into nature and to start speaking with spirit again. But most of all, it's about simply doing what you love, doing what you like, doing what you feel helps children, instead of trying to break them at an early age so you can, right, funnel them into extraction, which is what this world seems to be about. And I mean, what's this world? To me, this is the only world that I know and may ever know, despite the fact that I can meditate on other places. But I'm here, right? And as long as I'm here, I simply have to continue. So yeah, I want to know, right, what my feet can endure. I want to know what Wim Hof was talking about. I want to know how long I can keep doing this, right, without being silenced, right? I want to find ways to communicate the things that they say I cannot say. So I make art instead, to say all the things that are weighing heavy on me, and to simply point out that taking pictures of your butt is a very stupid way, you know, to get likes. If you really want people to like what you're doing, then you have to like what you're doing, and then you just have to do it. Which is why I disable comments, because comments are a distraction from doing it. You know, you should be grateful that there are people who share the things that they came up with, right? So what are you, you know, what is your opinion on what I'm doing? It's worthless, because I'm the one doing it and you're just sitting around criticizing everything, right? I don't give a damn, a crap about what people think about what I'm doing, because I'm the one who enjoys doing it. And you'd have to work like incredibly hard to get to the degree where I'm at, where you simply focus on how you feel and then act accordingly, instead of thinking of, what you should do in order to look like someone who has it all together, right? You just feel your way into having it all together and then, right, choose the things that help you to have it all together, instead of pretending, or acting like, looking like, and then you just take a picture of your butt. It's like, what? I mean, that's what you think people want to see? The thing you sit on the toilet with? I mean, what kind of a creation is that? I mean, you had that when you were born. I mean, this is like the first level of experience. That's like making porn. What, you couldn't do anything else with the love you felt for another being than filming yourself having sex? This is like, taking a shit and filming it. You know what I'm saying? It has no finesse to it. Right? There is no like, I suffered really long to be able to be this good at making sketches. No, it's just like, hey, I have a body, let's rub it together and film it. Amazing. I mean, this is so lame. I mean, the materialist's bubble is so lame. Right? It's like, if you can do your yoga poses every day, good job, right? I cannot do it, because it just gets boring. Because there's so much stuff happening on the inside, sometimes I cannot sit around and hold yoga poses, right? I do that on the days where I feel like I have the strength to do it, but on every other day, I simply focus on myself and see that I get through the day. And then I make art with it, when I have the strength to do so, right? And for that I eat the right food, I need the right amount of sleep, and I certainly need enough nature in my life, so I have the strength to continue. And that's all I had to say on this creation.